Greetings, TherianthropeAndrewH with you again. This video, I'm not really sure whether it's Therian related, but I suppose it kind of is. I keep getting the feeling it's more Asperger's syndrome related, but yeah. Okay, so for the longest time, I was into photography. I always preferred being at the other end of the lens. I hated having my photograph taken. In fact, if you ever see me getting my photograph taken, you should notice how completely awkward I look and uncomfortable. I never liked getting my photograph taken, and whenever I see a photograph of myself, unless I've edited it, unless I've done something to it, I probably cringe. I think this is the only example, actually, of an image I haven't edited and I've just straight uploaded. I don't know why. I think it's because I was being extra furry and adorable. That's like the only non-edited image I've ever uploaded of myself. Most of them look like this, or something other. So, but yeah, this is way before I ever awoke to Therianthropy. That happened to me in 2007. I don't know what date because I don't remember dates. I suck like that. But yeah, sometime maybe late, early 2007. And this was around the time I was in college, and I went for the crazy stage in college. I'm sure I've done a video on this channel before about that. Well, not on this channel. The crazy stage on the TheriKiNexus. So go and watch it there, or TheriKiNexus. It's about the crazy stage, and yeah, I was fortunate for it to be so short. I've heard that a lot of people can go on for a few years, so I was fortunate in that regard. But yeah, a lot of the people in college hated me, and rightfully so. I was acting like a ponce. In fact, most of the images you'll see up here are photographs I took around that time. This is basically just an excuse for me to show off my photography, really, I think. But yeah, when I was a kid, I hated taking photographs of people. They were boring. They weren't interesting. I wanted dogs, cats, ducks, swans, squirrels, spiders. Even though I'm arachnophobic, anything that I could photograph animal-wise, I wanted to do that. It was so much more interesting. I remember my family taking a picture. Taking the piss out of me, in a friendly sort of way, not in an aggressive way, but in a humorous way. How I never took pictures of humans, and whenever I did, I made sure that I took one in a particularly embarrassing way, an embarrassing time, and they were like, "Never do that again." Like, well, you wanted me to take a photo of you, not then. So yeah, that's the interesting thing about people. I held the position that people, when they pose, are not interesting. This coming from someone who always does a big pose whenever he's going to take a picture of himself. Always. Usually some kind of pouty number because I'm gay like that and awesome. So, yeah, I find people tend to be boring. I've always found people tend to be boring because they always posed. They were never natural. They were never interesting. Yes, I'm one of those photographers that if I ever took a picture of a person, I would make sure they never knew. you know, I would make sure they never knew. I wouldn't want them an actual pose reaction. I would want them natural. And even animals, when you take pictures of animals in a kind of posed position, looks wrong. Like a lot of pet photographs you see in professionally taken pet photographs, they always seem weird. The pets have posed in some way. They never look natural and brilliant and awesome. But yeah, I'm going about photography way too much. It's just a furry video. But yeah, I was always more of an animal person. I never really liked people all that much. I was always kind of a guy who liked my own space. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these people who believe in lone wolves. I am not a lone wolf. I have my family, they are my pack. But I like a lot of alone time. I'm a very solitary animal. but I never liked taking pictures of myself. I've never liked my physical form. If I ever stir up my hands for more than a few seconds, they always seem wrong. They seem weird. They seem alien. Same with my feet, or I always avoid the mirror. In fact, that's one of the reasons I kind of put off shaving. Because, in fact, I've got a big neck beard right now that I need to shave, but I put it off as much as possible because I hate looking myself in the mirror. It's not pleasant. Yeah. Now this is tying into a video Swanblood has just uploaded, and I thought it was interesting. Whilst I don't think I have dysphoria, oh, is it called? Yeah, dysphoria. I can definitely understand it. I've never been suicidal over it. I've never let it get to me to the point where I've been really depressed. The only thing that really makes me depressed, I've never been suicidal, but the only thing that ever made me depressed, ever makes me depressed, is thinking about life. Thinking about what the fuck I'm going to do for the future, and thinking about social interaction. That's what makes me depressed. I tend to be in this area where I want to stay still. I'm avoiding everything, and it's not good for me. I know this. I'm kind of stuck in a loop right now. Sitting in most days, gaming the fantasy genre, of course, playing as an Argonian in Skyrim, trying to avoid reality as much as fucking possible. But that's a video topic for another day. I'm not proud of it. But I blame that on Asperger's syndrome, not therianthropy. But yeah, I don't really think this video has a topic. It's sort of more of a blog. But it's just Swanblood's videos really made me think about that. I've never really liked seeing myself. I've always found the human form to be kind of weird, to be alien, you know? Chimpanzees are cooler. Freaking silverback gorillas are cooler. Gibbons are cooler, but humans, chimpanzees, gorillas, they seem right. They seem perfect the way they are, but humans kind of seem, I don't know, like they only ever focused on one body part, like their mind, their head. And speaking of which, that's kind of what I do as well. It's like during their evolution, their brain is the only thing that kind of grew stronger, and everything else grew weaker, it's interesting. Not that you need to be incredibly physically macho in order to, feel right in my eyes, because once again, the incredibly physically macho kind of human beings, the athletic types, the wrestler types, they don't seem right either. Maybe this is a furry thing. Maybe it's anything without scales or fur looks wrong. But yeah, it was funny though. Going through college. Not funny. It was horrible. I hated college because of me. I was a ponce. I went through the crazy stage. People hated me, and I was one of these fucking idiot furries as well that pushed it in people's faces, and then said in a pretentious way you wouldn't understand. I don't like past me. I don't like past me. I've never liked past me. Whenever I look back at the past and past me, it's like even a few years ago I probably won't like past me. I like how I'm much calmer now. I like how I'm not raging anymore. Really, I think I'm a happier person right now, and I don't really know why. That's an interesting thing actually. The not physical shifting, the phantom shifting. I don't think I phantom shift, but when I describe certain things that I feel to people, they think that I phantom shift. But I don't know. For example, I'll often feel like my ears. I can move my ears. My ears will perk up when I hear something, or kind of like a dog. If you look at a dog or a wolf, the way their ears move, the way they listen to their surroundings, That's kind of what I feel, but it doesn't feel like I have those limbs. It feels like I have a connection to those limbs to a limb that no longer exists, or to it, that aspect that no longer exists, and I'm still moving that connection. Um, I'm still moving that attachment, but I don't have the tails. It's the same with a snout. In fact, most of my Therianthropy physicality, I suppose you could say, is around the head, which is interesting. The eyes thing that I talked about in the previous video, the ears and snout. Sometimes I often feel like I have when my face is longer than it actually is. I don't actually feel it. It's not there. I don't feel a phantom limb or anything, but it feels as if the way I move, I'm compensating for that. It feels like I have this snout there at all times. I know when I move it. Yeah, it's difficult to explain, but I move like it's there. I feel like it should be there, but I don't feel it actually there. If that makes sense. Um, it's it's pretty interesting. It's not a phantom limb because I imagine a phantom limb being a limb that you feel. You feel it's like it's there, but for me, it's. I feel like it should be there. I react to move like it should be there, but I don't actually feel anything. I feel a connection. I feel the way I would. I feel as if I have to move like it's there, but I don't actually feel anything there. Um, which is interesting. That's a lot. All my, I suppose you would say, possible phantom shifting aspects come around the face area. Uh, wow. This video needs a topic. I should call it bloody blue blue. Yeah. But yeah, this video is kind of just spawned by Swanblood's video. And I don't want to turn it into a two-parter, so I'm probably gonna knock it off here. Not the most interesting and on-topic video ever made, but yeah, I can perfectly understand the dysphoria. I don't think I have it myself, but I can perfectly understand not feeling that this form is right. It doesn't feel right. It feels alien. When I look at it feels like that freaking scene in District 9. He's looking at this alien limb. It's like, holy shit. It's kind of like what it is. But yeah, Therianthrope signing out of this incredibly disorganized video. I hope I gave you a brain gasm. I probably didn't. Hasta la vista.